hot picks. Our guest is focused on artificial intelligence-related tech stocks. She says two big themes have emerged since the release of DeepSeek. We'll talk to her about those themes right now. She's Ivana Delevska, founder and CEO of Spear Invest. Ivana, always great to talk to you. We're looking forward to this conversation. Quite recently, Amazon and Google have both released results. They're both big players in artificial intelligence. What did we learn from them in terms of where this space is going?
So thanks for having me, Paul. Amazon and Google both announced pretty big capex increases last week, and this built on top of Meta and Microsoft the prior week announcing very big increases. So basically going into this year, we were looking at capex growth of about 20% for the big tech companies. And now this is tracking closer to 40%, which is a pretty big delta. So we think this is going to have very positive implications across the data center hardware value chain. So we're looking for opportunities, whether it's in specifically processors like GPUs or networking or power generation. All of these areas will benefit from the capex increase.
It seems like a long time ago that DeepSeek emerged all of a sudden and shocked everybody at perhaps how cheaply a AI chatbot can be developed. What are your thoughts on DeepSeek?
Well, Paul, I think this was really misunderstood by the market. So while DeepSeek is coming up with a very cheap model, that only broadens the applications that can be built on top of it, right? So rather than us now needing less hardware, we're going to need even more hardware. Now, specifically for DeepSeek, companies are now going to be able to develop AI agents very cheaply, and they're going to be able to access this through several platforms. So we're looking to invest in the platform that offer these cheap models. And we think the model side is going to get more and more competitive, and especially on the closed source side, like models like OpenAI and Anthropic are going to face pretty significant competition from the likes of Meta, Llama, and the Chinese competitors like DeepSeek. So I think there is going to be a lot of innovation and a lot of opportunities for companies to build AI agents on top of these cheap models.
Okay, let's get to the stocks that you like in this sector. One of them is perhaps the most high-profile and best-known stock in the world of AI, NVIDIA. You still like NVIDIA?
So we still like NVIDIA here, Paul. We think this is a very attractive entry point after the pullback post DeepSeek. As I mentioned before, we think that anytime you've seen technology getting cheaper, the adoption has gotten broader. So almost never we've seen a situation where there is less need for hardware as a result of innovation. So we really like NVIDIA here. We also like Arista Networks on the networking side. We think that as companies look to improve their performance or the performance of the chips, networking and how you connect these chips is going to be key. And this is what Arista does. So that's another play on the hardware side. And we disclose all of our holdings on our website, and we have several other components on the hardware that people can get exposure to.
Okay, and Cloudflare is your third hot pick today. Why do you talk to us about Cloudflare, less well-known perhaps than NVIDIA and Arista Networks?
So Cloudflare, Paul, has a data platform. So companies that are starting to build, especially startups that are starting to build AI applications, can really access very easily cheap compute and access this cheap model. So it's really like the go-to platform for startups to be building AI applications. And they're a player on the data infrastructure layer. So still in kind of the guts of the picks and shovel of the opportunity here. They're not in the application layer, but more on the infrastructure side.
Cloudflare, we're showing it to our viewers right now, has absolutely soared since the middle of 2024. Would you be a buyer of this stock right now?
Yes, Paul. So if you look at the valuation here, the stock has really expanded its multiple. But what people are not really appropriately modeling is how many years of high growth will this company have. So they have multiple SKUs. Each one can turn into a $500 million to $1 billion opportunities. So we see their current revenue base significantly expanding beyond $5 billion in the next 2 to 3 years. So I think it's going to be a very interesting case where the valuation may appear high today on an EV to revenues basis, but as these revenues expand, the stock will look significantly cheaper.
What do you look for in these growth-oriented tech stocks, Ivana? What makes them buys to you as opposed to other stocks that you would not buy?
Well, Paul, we are very focused on valuation. So different companies offer different types of opportunities. So on the hardware side, if you look at Arista or NVIDIA, you're going to see pretty significant earnings inflection. So really the upside there is going to be more driven by earnings rather than multiple expansion. For companies like Cloudflare, it's going to be a different valuation framework. Here, we're looking for how many years of 20+% growth can the company generate. So while it's still earnings driven,
we'll leave
it's
it there,
a multi-year model.
I'm sorry, Ivana. We have to end it there. Ivana Delevska, founder and CEO of Speed.